holding you back and sin. We need the Holy Spirit, please let the chaplain in. Here at the front door, chilling with the childish grin. We can now begin. Now the truth be told, we're riding on the light to let the youth get old. And following the one that will soothe your soul and take your bad situation and improve your role to release your flow. It's a long stretch to loosen all the nooses from the baby's necks. And tell the young ladies they should save the sex. And tell the young guys not to break their neck for the place of sex, but get the paycheck. And real women really don't play that. A wise lesson learned really, really way back. I used to okay that. The Lord saved me, Jack, from a life of whack. Come on. Into the black light, into the back. Oh, you into the black light, into the back. You can, yeah. You might want to start paying attention on this next verse. You can to the black light. Give me your attention for a minute. Damn. Come on. We from the same cut, but play in different positions. A top secret message got the president attention. Do what you do, just make the good folk listen. And trust me, yo, it's not about who you kissing. There is a plan to see you chewed up and shit out. The devil's burning red from the fire that we spit out. We on to get up, the hell with that down low. Cherish the gift of the wisdom that we found, yo. Still on the mission with the daily agenda. Your head's been cloudy, so I doubt that you remember that I walk with the king of kings beside me. Just like the root in India, I read. I volunteer, know the Lord didn't hire me. It is the spirit that inspired me. Water of life to show the chief where the fiery. We have no time for those that be acting grimy. Yeah, I get it. You see the? You see the light now? Boy, I've been talking to y'all for a while. You see, you thought this was for like some type of game. Man, revolution. Yeah. When you free your mind, your ass will follow. That's for real. And some of y'all locked up so bad, don't nobody have to put chains on you. Hell, you chain yourself down mentally, spiritually. Come on, free your mind, dude. You a king. Free your mind, chick, you a queen. Let me get something with some feel to it, some funk to it. Come on. I think I like that. Can we get some heavy drums in there? More like Caribbean, soul, Caribbean. Yeah. Yes. Bounce to this. I'm just a black man, title, yo, give me that. I like them imports, never push the Cadillac. And would you figure, Mr. Man, while you're kicking back with sick plans to get you stacked, making chickens fat? You know you into that, chilling with your timber cat. Intoxicated to the point, past sinful acts. Be very nimble, jack, or chill, will get a water back. And have your heart broke just like a heart attack. Look where your power at, no, not the idle cats. It's deeper than tats and hurricanes and old maps. The spirit flows, so my folks throw daps. Meant for the wise as well as the spoiled rats. So you can fold up or either you can fold back. I hold no judgment over those that have chose crack. Terror over habit that has been proven to hold back. With God on your side, you can get your soul back. Yeah, we need some 3 parts on this, man. So, I can't carry my boys that chorus. Come on, line up. Yo, I need y'all 3-part harmony on this. I don't know how you can work it out, but work it out. Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What is it crowded a man to gain the world and lose his soul? Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What is it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? Into the room, you feel a certain doom. You might lose your hearing from the sonic boom. Out of the mouth is a sword and I'm taking you out. You try to stop me and I'm faking you out. Man, I wish I had an apprentice to build this work. Collaborate on synthesis. And I hope you remember this. Keep your enemy near to you. Far away, keep those that are dear to you. I hate beer, but I used to drink the brew heavily until the little habit turned deadly. I used to have a bud every day and all week, intoxicated to the point where I couldn't hardly speak. So do the knowledge, that means hold your head, let the past stay dead, and keep a level head, and don't be misled. Remember most of what I said, I'm hot like times in the rock, but you gotta stop from working on your block. By the end of the night, how deep this music is. What does it profit the man to gain the world and lose his soul? Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What does it profit the man to gain the world and lose his soul? Mike's handed, I'm speaking candid. Understand this is the way that the masses demand it. I have wisdom, but God planned it. General media bandit. I blow flows on beaches and make you wonder where the sand went. The Taliban spent more times in design to destroy cities. My rhymes inspire minds. I'm known as Big Papa, but I ain't your daddy yet. But I could be your bro if you could get the concept. There be many that stand whenever I rip, but it's devastation whenever I rip. I spit flows that hit like mouth on tits, straight legit. You fake rappers need to understand that felonies, gunfights and drugs don't make a true MC. And I will do more than talk this talk. I will defiantly walk this walk. There's no need to spaz. Your nose bleeding while I'm beating your ass. You in the cesspool. Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What does it profit the man to gain the world and lose his soul? Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep.
And my music, and a lot of this music, it's only talking about the suppressed rising. I mean, the oppressed rising up against the oppressor. That's all. That's what my music's about. The oppressed rising up against the oppressor. So the only people that's scared are the oppressors. The only people who can have any harm coming to them are those who oppress. Simple as that.
3 pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3 pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3 pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3 pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. It's time for a change, got a boss up. The oppressor's about to get tossed up. I'ma lay him out, execution style's too late with apologetic claim. You rapped at a coca flame, by God, it's over, doing your time is to the end. Lockjaw silent without sin. He put me on the planet for justice to win. The oppressor's about to get rolled down, with suppressors attached in the war zone. Revolution could start in the air zone. I'm a messenger popping like Farrakhan, backed by the honorable, who sits at the pinnacle, who judges the hypocritical, cynical, and the political simple. My thinking is critical. I'm just ventilating of the actions of the protective service. Quick to pull the Glock, blast and kill. This don't take any type of skill. I'm ill of all citizens who haven't took a stand. Oh, and it's too late when the caps get pills. Don't believe in TC type. Going hits close to home. You gotta act the bone when it got the dome. When it's on the zone, all red in my vision through sight. It's killer be killed whenever I fight. From above, I've been given the right. So you better be ready to ride tonight. On the way to the dawn daylight. We gon' rid them out, so gon' pass the kite. 3 pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3 pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3 pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3 pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender.
This world is such a, and when I say this world, I mean it. I don't mean in an ideal sense. I mean in every day, every little thing you do. It's such a, gimme, gimme, gimme. Everybody back off. You know, everybody's like, if you taught that from school, everywhere, big business, you want to be successful, you want to be like Trump, gimme, 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 push, 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 step, 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 crush, crush, crush. That's how it all is, and it's like, nobody ever stopped.
J Bravo Bravo. Plenty much gratitude for this collabo. Yeah, it's been a long time since Greensville, bro, stop. Yet we here now. And the ancestors said to fuck some shit up. So here we are. Check it out. Is it the Great Reset or the Great Awakening? Great America or make America great again? Zombie apocalypse or a space invasion from an alien, or is it enemy or a fake friend? Artificial intelligence and clones are scriptural. Is it miracle or a spell cast magic ritual? Is it religion or is the path spiritual? Is the class pan-African but status aboriginal? I'm not here to debate or be argumentative. A little bit of common sense to dictate we are innocent. Their intent is to slip the start of as if they swift with our children who's being robbed of their fifth. Human trafficking, child sacrifice, adrenochrome, corrupt government in position to defend its own. You part of the resistance for sure. They go send a drone for a lot, fact checking, but I been in a zone since I been home. Been on some let's chant down Babylon, Jericho, whatever name you give it, but let's rally on. With or without you, I'm still gonna tally on. They say this is the end time, so I'ma in the finale strong. Social media got you foolish, been a metaverse. Before the earth fully heals, it's gonna get hella worse. Got to be the living word, cut out that dead letter cursor. When you spit it to existence, manifest a better verse. In the light of the full moon, you'll soon see ToLU'S here in full bloom. A black sun pour doom down on these Moline worshippers, burglars of the eternal furniture of the temple of the grand furbisher. Elijah was the precursor. Y'all didn't hear him though. Instead, y'all condemned him as if he were a criminal. Whether mothership or mother wit, we back with a vengeance. Return of the ancient ones, American engine. Operation Mockingbird, the same thing as Hunger Games and shortage of food. Truly the cause of the hunger pains is who? Honestly, a doctor. Are they phantoms of the opera proctors of Silicon Valley? And Big Pharma is Operation Naomi, America's top thing that poses for the MK Ultra program. And these doses of nanotech, these testers of swabs up their noses from youngest to oldest to inoculate this COVID. Are they the deep state or are we in a deep state? We say we got eye open, it's more like we sleep wake. Is it about enlightening or do you expose shit for clout and life which opposes a true socialist with this double-edged sword? I'm a true vocalist, I'm supposed to spit war upon you globalists and your 21 and 2030 agendas. As the women weep for me, I'm a worthy avenger. In the light of the full moon, you'll soon see ToLU'S here in full bloom. A black sun pour doom down on these Moline worshippers, burglars of the eternal furniture of the temple of the grand furbisher. Elijah was the precursor. Y'all didn't hear him though. Instead, y'all condemned him as if he were a criminal. Whether mothership or mother wit, we back with a vengeance. Return of the ancient ones, American engines. Respect to all the real Aboriginal Neezies out there. Keep on fighting, y'all.
Keep on fighting, y'all. When you start fighting.
All truth is universal. There's certain things that are universal. Honor your mother and father. Want for your brother what you want for yourself. Tell the truth, shame the devil.
This rhythm is quite refreshing. That being said, permit me to breathe on y'all for a second. Check it out. No need to look afar or look asar. Your greed to put a scar on the foot of God. Wisdom of Tahotep from the book of Ra heals all wounds even after you took Ahmad. All praise is due. 21 gun salute. Lick shots at you whack rappers. I smack actors. I track trappers down. Place the crown upon my head. Spread my ocracy amongst the dead backpackers. Bring the royal back to life. Back to reality. It's all about reality, not about a salary. For the love of this light, naturally Mesoamerica Africa where Nijis with bows and arrows be narrowly, early escape sets grass. So carefully I trace my steps and ask Sharice to marry me through grace. She accepts and last. This is my white Jesus wept at last. Unsparingly erase every bit of your history, similar to what you did to me. Couldn't get rid of me. You're a kid to me. My forebears swore theirs were raw for years. I spit keeper the gas. Fast forward, I'm the last poet, last preach, the last airbender to smash beats. Let us all hell niggas nub on netta, the living word. Y'all just some dead letters, whether Anunnaki or Anasazi. The first Americans were not Africans, nor Nazi, Norsemen, Vikings, or some redskin tribesmen. Scientific proof, archaeology. So cosmologically, Caucasians lied about documented evidence with rocks cry out, wiped out for the top of Mount Sinai. I shout, the land of our ancient Kemetic gods fly south. My route from South America, we dare to sail back across the Atlantic through West Africa. Well, we return under the 29th, Perla to Moreau, Nubia. This they're scared to tell. Don't panic, I'm not here to overthrow but restore. 1, 2, 3, 4, where they fail to record. Even some of our renowned scholars detoured from off the seashore to flee war just to be more. The role of God is not for the dishonest man. Why does the sun stand still above a promised land? Well, after gunfire, there's plenty carnage, and then that whole day you'll have to pay homage. I am a descendant of the Amaru, Peru's pyramid of the sun. Ani Tahoe Tahoru, ascends the double staircase, balance of the two lands. Now, if I can't do it, then tell me who can.
Y'all already know what's cracking, what's cracking. Yeah, I figured I'd come over here because, you know, I know a lot of people back in New York, Jersey. I know some people, quite a few people in Chicago, whether Illinois, it don't matter where. I went to boot camp there. I knew people before I went there. I know a lot of people now, people I served with. Especially my homie is still rocking around like he has, scared, big as a tank. He's still looking for, anytime you see anything, TikTok, YouTube about lizard people, he's on it because he was there with me when the dude's eyes did that. He walks around. I got to keep him calm because his heart be going off. He's like 6 something. You know, I told y'all he's big as a damn tank. You know, I mean, not fat, just like he was preparing for something, but he hasn't seen it again, though I've seen it numerous times. He wasn't actually supposed to be there, but he was. You know what I mean? My people down in Texas, Phoenix, LA. Because right now, where the so-called migrants are coming through is between Arizona and Louisiana, and which Louisiana used to be all of Texas. For those who don't know the true history of this land and keep following these pale skins narratives of fake world history, it keeps the division and it keeps the illusion of them being smart. And thank goodness they're waking up. Thank goodness. And they're waking up in droves too. I just don't think it's enough to save face, as far as you never know which one is which. You know what I'm saying? Our people still have illusionists out there. They're a little more quiet because they realize that they're putting themselves in a position of like the killing fields. Sad to say that, but the reality is, if you embark on something and it goes against order, to think that you're going to establish a new order like the enemy, then you exemplify yourself from your brother card. You make exemplary the betrayal and deceit. Yet there's more and more attacks happening in the suburbs, and especially robberies in the suburbs and attacks in the cities. Now, brothers are fighting back. They're not showing you in the news all the migrants getting stabbed up, even some unalived. And sadly, these migrants have went through a whole lot where they came from. Families murdered and everything. But our people just as delusional. What the cartels are unaware of, and only a handful may be aware of, we're if not, because they got weapons and full auto down there, we're just as deadly up here, if not deadlier. And that ergo's the problem that most understand, that up here, Puerto Ricans and brothers, even some of the Mexican Americans and other individuals from down in South America who've grown up here, and Brazilians, are not playing it. And there's Chinese who are right with us. It's sad because there are a lot of Chinese that come here to escape what you have not seen. You think North Korea is bad. They came here to escape that. Y'all really don't know. Y'all didn't see the reports on that, did you? And they're not man-made. They're not made up. These people are unalived. who have been doing it. Just like those Palestinian journals are being shot for putting the real information of the genocide by these individuals over there in Palestine who call themselves Jews. They've been raised in the ignorance and have the hate that they have in secret. Y'all don't really know how it's done. There are Jews in New York who are outing these bastards who never grew up here, who come over and start doing the sacrilege stuff within the cities in Brooklyn and certain places like that. I mean, I'm going to say this, brothers and sisters. I don't know how you may interpret it. I would love to see y'all smarter. I'm not saying accept the narrative of perversions, because fake Eric Adams and all the other fake participants in the betrayal of the melinated people, how they've been bought and paid for, or they've been nurtured or accepted and put in position because probably would have went away to some black site or locked away or whatever, or in their lockup with no history of it. Because let me tell you something, they know how to disappear a person and reestablish a person, and you would never know who they were. You must protect one another. They have more foreign police officers now than you can even imagine. I remember when I was leaving New York, and with a lot of the guys I was trained to go to the police department, hand to hand, and grappling, tell them what range to go to, the best range to go and practice with brothers, whether they were, black shoot, the Black Panther, the Pan-Africans, or the Black Panther Party, that they had shooting clubs, and I told them to go and train with them. And some people were able and afford it to go to ranges just to shoot, not with their firearms or nothing, but to go and rent. And you have to. I saw so many come in, and they changed the narrative. There's one against the Constitution, everything that represents the state and everything else, especially in the liberal cities. It's just it's established that way. If anybody really looked at everything and would see, y'all were always groomed and conditioned by the fake media to believe that the Republican states or the conservative states were pale skinned. That is the most ignoramus, grossest neglect of natural history and truth. Because if you go back to the 50s and 60s, not only if you call people black, or you didn't call nobody African or black, 40s, 50s, 60s, you got keyholed. Even if you was one of us, you got gutted, because they knew who you were. If you think that in the 1800s, before this fake 1600 education system, this fake 60s education system weren't taught about the Grand Tartary, you a fool. My grandma, my great-grandma, all of them knew about Tartary. Every one of them. That's why I got whooped whenever I mentioned it. There was something that came along. I was looking for this news clipping talking about how you were not to mention it no more, as if it was a fictional history. But yet it was still in the Library of Congress and everywhere else. All around the world, especially. But here, the Rothschilds and them embarked on, you cannot know no more about it. They had to eradicate your history and who you are. Yet you are not even allowed to know of your great inventions, because they got all these people coming from Switzerland, Denmark, Germany, all these fake, created a patent office to take your patents and they had a way of communicating, saying, well, don't mention that. Even actors, there have been a few actors I knew, myself, who in their 70s and 80s were saying, they were always asked, mention Africa more often so we can help our brothers, the plight over there. And so the actors would portray themselves as Africans, which they never were. They knew they weren't. But that was how gross neglect, how your existence was demeaned by these fake Jews in Hollywood, between Italy, New York, and California, would push this narrative knowing exactly the direction it was going. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Right now, it seems like you were hit with a brick, but you don't go back to look at what happened. These migrants are attacking people because they feel like they should get more. They've gotten more than the homeless people and the people on welfare. They shouldn't be getting not a damn thing. They should be earning it. But because they want to pit them against you, and the sad point is, they don't even really know who they are while you're learning who you are. I know some of you are going to bite it because, it's the white man and all the Darwinism and the Boaz, Franz Boaz, and all that narrative they push, it still affects you. Those are your relatives, no matter how they look. I know it's hard to accept it. You don't know the truth about the earth, the world that you come from. You have decided and accepted the world that you're in. I know there's pale skins who are probably upset, and there's a bunch who are not, because they're tired of it. They would love to see everything that come together. They're not going to play out their ancestors' role. There's too many truths to keep ignoring. You know, if Native Americans is less than 2% of the population want to sit there and think they're going to fight something, that's just foolish. They're living the biggest lie ever. Ever. And for some reason, the original people are also. And only because of a few dumb niggas and miseducated of the last 2 generations. It's not all of them, it's obvious. There's a lot of them here who come and watch, and they're very aware, and they're taking information and running with it. Now all of a sudden people are putting videos up talking about, oh, Cathay, mentioning the several different ways that they can mention, because it wasn't, the so-called people in China never called themselves Chinese. Only the new ones do, who are not even the original ones. The bloodline's there, but they're not even the original ones. It was just like here with the pale skins and us, the albinos. See, nobody wants to see or hear that history. They really went on in here on this land like everyone else. They went creating this magic stuff, this mythical magical stuff, where even the albinos here were betrayed by their own brothers and murdered. There were clans, tribes. We all got along just well, even married amongst each other. Ergo, where you get revitalico, whatever that thing is called, the Uncle Ruckus thing, the Michael Jackson thing, supposedly. And some of you have dark skin with some nice little, pale sisters, with pale spots. I like to tap it on that. But anyway, you hear what I'm saying, and you know it. And that's what makes you absolutely phenomenally beautiful, regardless of how it came to be or where it's from. That's the last thing you need to be worried about. And you need to not worry about blood types. You need to think about the system and how the world is, and the very few that keep it this way, and how you don't respond accordingly to change it. You would think that I would say, fight back, kick their butts. Well, wouldn't that be a little ignorant, immature, and very sadistic? Wouldn't that be of a sociopath? The cockroaches. No, that's happening, sadly. They've been lied to, because they knew that if they bring them here, they create destabilization. They bring certain National Guards to start it off. They're fighting back. Then they start, this is a process, using drones, targeting certain things with new weapons. The Mossad, to see all of them here with certain operators who want to fight anyway. They don't see you and recognize you, because you got to remember all the ex-military personnel, how they deal with you on the street, whether they be Delta Force or whatever. We're talking about people that never even got shot or wounded. And here you are in handcuffs in the back of a car, and an ex-Green Beret rolls on the ground thinking an acorn shot him, and he's shot. He doesn't even know he's been shot. When the majority of us have been shot, know what it's like to be shot, recognize a bullet from it, and they've been to combat. We are warriors. We're more than warlike. We are war. The problem is they shouldn't be attempting to bring that to the forefront, because they know what you are capable of. And at the most stressful moment, that green grab, that the Incredible Hulk and She-Hulk thing, when you start, you need to understand you have no nurtured path of direction and focus to be able to fight as one. You are discombobulated and all over the place. I'm not saying go out there and feed and this, that, and other. I'm not saying starve and make them thirsty. I'm saying hold the idiots that brought them here without compiling the situation. But yet a lot of our young people, because of the education system and the fake Hollywood and computers, see them as an enemy in their ignorance. Will disrespect their family and mothers as they do each other. You look at the idiots that murdered Ascension and Mo 3 and so on, and even what's his name, and in Cali, you know, who was bringing everybody else, who was Atrian, right? Whatever that his, but he was also our people. They look like idiots. And why do they look like idiots? Well, you weren't there to pick it up and clean it up. You weren't there to go and tell these fake Jew going to the RCA and these places telling them to shut it down. You weren't going to stop this recorder, stop this, you know, 404 hertz of music. I don't see you out there tearing the establishment down of 5G equipment. I don't see you getting together in silence and congregating and telling the fake shit and them to get the hell about the way or we can all get it groovy. I don't see y'all doing anything. I'm not advocating violence, but I don't see you doing anything practical other than platform internet famous or running your mouths and debating and arguing. Never accomplishing, never pursuing, never seeing, because you're not seeking. I don't see any of it. I see a whole lot of people seeking certain people to come on their platforms and to talk with an ego. Ego's supposed to be dead. That should be the first thing you kill. I see the presumptive strike of the neural link to a world of narcissistic. You already see what they're saying about metaverse, but yeah, the matrix of their stupid world they've created. I don't see any of you changing any of that. They're not the enemy, though they may carry themselves so. You got to remember what they see of you is based upon ignorance, and also just like in Korea, Japan, and everywhere else in Vietnam, them pale skins, them dumb peckerwoods, and especially those OSS operators, the CIA, going around making it where you can't go to certain places. In Japan, someone look where you grow a tail off your butt. You don't. They did. Look, talking about the black people of this, that, and the other, based off of Walter Plecker and all the other satires of the fake Jewish identity that came all in while you overseas fighting, never getting R&R, your ancestors, right? Making them look bad until people knew they weren't bad, and they made a way for them to have R&R and be relaxed and be at ease. But this government was still about poisoning and diluting them. This thing they call a government. And here you see it today. Now because they see people waking up, they're going to keep pushing with their false values and everything else, because they're not the nectar of life, they're the nectar of death. And not yours, but you're allowing it. They have become foolish in their own regards. They don't know history. Not one of these people around here that I've ever seen or talked to know real history. Only a few pale skins do. They know exactly who you are. They know exactly how important you are and everything else. I talk to them all the time. You think I'm sitting and talking with people who I smile on their face and don't even get their name? And then when I do get their name, I want to hear how they say it. Because I read people and I hear things that they're unaware of. The idiot right here, reason why they got the key over there and the chat, and he come in, they let the little ops come in here and figure out, I got a smoke detector. I only took it down once. It's been up there, always closed. Now the thing's open with the battery open. Like, I'm supposed to close that? But you think I'm going to run off and say something? You think I'm worried about it? No, I see beyond that. The thing is, this is how stupid they are. For the dollar and the greed that takes over in the little world that was created, instead of them realizing the reality of the truth, they embrace the lies in pure ignorance. All of them. But it's better here than there. For the moment. But you're going to hold on to your little world of lies and ignorance. Because you've established something, you haven't established a damn thing. You reconnected and established yourself and reconnected to order, you will not be there. You wouldn't even bother to waste your time. You would regather yourself, recollect yourself, and you will put yourself in a place that you don't have to abstain from existing and being who you truly supposed to. I'm watching people all the time argue. They're listening here so hard that when I go over to Instagram, they block me, but you got a woman popping her titties out, breastfeeding babies. You got other women showing they whap, literally, the nipples, and they see-through stuff. Turning around, you see the bunghole all over, not blocked or anything, because of their fear and ignorance. And now they would help themselves believe that it's not fear. Well, if they weren't so scared, they wouldn't be going so far to censor and overreach. But because you people are waking up, not the fake woke movement by the feds. I'm talking about really waking up, and many people are realizing that. Now you still got a bunch of dumb pale skins and niggas who ex-military, some of these new generations in their 30s and 40s, right? Who are running around obscure because they think they got it all. You know what I'm saying? They're their own walking condensation and their own problem. Yet they think that they got it together. Now, there are many who are speaking positive, but they're still stuck. They're like invalids, stuck in something that has to move them. And it's their emotions and feelings, their fake egos, and the world of fiat that really is worthless. And when you realize, the more and more you realize it's worthless until it can't be used, the more you realize they're nothing. How many of y'all buy Ben & Jerry's ice cream? I asked you to stop buying it, didn't I? You think I asked you to stop buying it because I have something to gain? No. Because how do you think they're going to... Potato chips, they're using seed oils, the last thing that should be used to put in your body. Cottonseed oil? Are y'all paying attention? Cottonseed oil? Grapeseed oil? Like, are y'all even paying attention? Soybean oil? Then the chemical processes to extract it. It's not even cold pressed. Even black seed oil, if it's not cold pressed, is no good. And even that you shouldn't take a whole lot of because it toxifies the glands and everything, the liver. Even a lot of these damn things called minerals and vitamins. Why do you think with the fake ass COVID, they turn around and the first thing they do is start selling a whole lot of vitamin D, get your sun, but they're still blocking it out, spraying all over the world. They got the fake CIA, which is spraying the crap to certain parties of it, sitting there talking, oh, it's not deadly. Like they're going to tell you the truth when they're still working hard to get rid of you, as if it's going to pass. When the USDA and the FDA are going against when I already showed you the act. They're not supposed to be allowing glyphosates or nothing. Yellow D, red 40 and none of that. There should not in by the law and by the narrative be anything talking about what, it will only affect 10. If it affects 1, it should be illegal. That's by the law, the decree, based on the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and everything else that makes this land what it is. But no. The lands that don't have a constitution say, no, we're not going to partake in that. But here they are still on your lands, and you don't know how to come together and stand against the fools who their numbers, weapons, and nothing could stop it. But because you're cowards. The bad ones, because there are bad ones here, they'll get their just desserts. They can't escape it. There's no way they can run nor hide, whether in Harlem, downtown Chicago, there's no way they can run and hide. There will be the masses, just like all those crack buildings and crackheads that were burnt up and everything else. They will be hunted out. It don't matter what weapon they have. They will all be hunted down if they want to parlay in the world of the deviance and deviation of the sociopathic neurotic behavior. They will all be hunted down. It doesn't matter what they think or believe, or what they believe they know. I would love to see them stop and come on over and wake up and snap about it. But you can't change things. Everybody has a choice. I hope you're getting what I'm saying here. Even people in shelters that are cooking are fighting with the immigrants. And they're hurting them. Remember them Arabs that killed that black gay dude? That melinated homosexual? Y'all remember that? Have you seen how the gay gangs have been reacting to that? Them gay gangs are some deadly son bastards, man. Oh, did you think it's called they run around booty popping? No, man. Y'all better go and read and study about them. They ain't no joke, man. No, them mugs is the Crips and they life takers, sadly. Oh, y'all didn't know about us, right? Because the media ain't saying nothing with the gay agenda they're pushing, right? To make it, oh, okay, I see what you're saying. See, even the enemies of themselves don't know because they want to be informed by the very liars and distractors. They want to make martial law. Look at the shooting at the game, right? Civilians tackled them. Damn cops weren't even hardly farting in the wind to even move in that direction. What else can I say, right? You just can't make this up. People are getting information and running back with their egos to put something out there and think they're saying something, but they're only saying a tenth of what, maybe a fifth of what, what needs to be said. They're not nowhere near close to everything. And every time I throw something out, I see them run right back. And I'm grateful for that. But it's the fake competition, because definitely ain't nobody can talk. I'm not a competition with nobody. Motherfuckers don't know half. You don't know hardly none of the shit that I know. And that's the majority. Even that Bay character with all that affluent paper and all that other stuff. No, that's if you want to play their game. But you don't have to. But when you play that game, that's where you're stuck at. And their game is has an attrition rate that is very high. I don't have to change my status. So our brother, my son, sent me the original paperwork, which I actually had it. But because he hadn't read it, I sent it around to everybody. I hope just use it practically if you want to change your status. It's that simple. Make sure you know where to mail it to. All you got to do is go online if you forget. Mail it right to those individuals. Do a poor man copyright. A poor man, what you call it, you can patent your own stuff as well. Make sure that you get it notarized and signed with a witness right there with you. And then mail it to the individuals and your status is changed. You're no longer black, Negro, and all that other crazy crap established by the fake Jews, the Zionists. Okay? Have y'all researched where I said Zion came from, what it has to deal with? Has nothing to do with these bastards. Everything they've utilized is not of origin. They figured after the wars and the conquering, they could take what they want and put it in particular parts, just like the secret societies and everything else, which is meant to demean and keep you down, to suppress. Yet it can't work because all that stuff originally belongs to you. When I was talking about the inventions, you always heard the same thing. When I said, we invented the blimp, we invented the bicycle, we invented the rotary, the helicopter, the two-stroke motor, blah, 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 the refrigerator, the brake, the piston, not just the piston, but the spark plug, everything. And then now people are like this. The light bulb, the test tubes, it's so much more. The stoplight, X-ray, GPS, calculating the distance to the moon that was perverted, times 7. They didn't do nothing. But identity theft and make people believe what they shouldn't be believing in. This is how stupid the world is. We didn't do it. And then you say, why does the world hate us? And we created country. Damn, Jesse Ventura, ex-Navy SEAL, said, well, the black folk created, in his ignorance, I actually wrote him a letter and sent him a message, created music. Well, of course, we're the original cowboys and everything. Not everybody else is cowboys. Walking around with goofy, long, pointed shoes like a jester. Like that stump, no. And then when I address the fact that why y'all eating pigs, cows, and chickens when they're not even indigenous to this land, all the niggas looking stupid. Because you got Barbecue Wayne and all of them out of Texas and Louisiana. Man, please, now niggas are eating river rats in Louisiana. What is wrong with y'all? They're not even really of this land. They come from another place. But you figure you found a solution. I had to correct these pale skins who run around shooting. We're going out killing pigs and shooting coyotes. We need to leave our coyotes alone. You sick, sad son of bitches. I didn't curse. Those are not curse words. Look up son of and then with a bitch. Am I talking about a dog? A male? What am I talking about? It has no meaning. Everything I do is not scripted. It's a narrative behind it. It shows you how weak the system is, but you cooperate to give the system strength. Just like these monkeys that control these platforms. That's what they control. And they think they control you because they got enough people running around half cocky and crazy. But what it does is when you speak truth into light, I condemn them and they think it's a game. But somebody's starting to believe something. Why? Because things are happening is they can't figure it out. Just like they can't figure out during conception that bright ball of light that's not a ball but expands when the seed and the sperm comes together. Just like when you physically are gone from here, that very same light goes again. But they want to talk about DMT5. But see, MDOT5. But nobody knows the truth because you are far cut from your truth. You have been radicalized. And you can unradicalize. The original ones are still here. We are still here. We're not going nowhere, no matter how people spin stories to fit their vernaculars, their ignorance. That seems to be the going thing. The enemy knew that this would happen. They knew that if they lied long enough, the George Orwellian factor would be dismissed. And the factor of it would kick in of the lies. It's amazing. Hey, P. Moses. Hey, Sarah. Yeah, you should come on over. I've been rocking his music and stuff. Hey, Delusions. What's going on, beloved? Rondo. For the world to see, ain't seen you, man. What's going on, beloved? Elysian Cooper. Hey, Snoo. What's up, baby? Yes. To the Z's. This is banging. You already know it. Oslot. What's going on, beloved? I'm shouting y'all out. Radiation Wizard, what's cracking? What's going on, beloved? What's happening? I ain't baby girl Slaughter. What's up? My original lone wolf. What's going on, beloved? Hey, what's going on, mama? Anyway, like I was saying, I really want y'all to look into this stuff. Look deeper. I mean, you don't have to get deep in it. Don't just perceive. Don't just conceptualize. Allow yourself to see this. Because a lot of you do. You see the crap for what it is, but allow yourself to see a little deeper. Don't let it run space. Don't let it shake and mold you. Don't let it affect you or offend you. Don't get all tied up, wound up. Don't want to lash out. Don't do none of that. You're on a roller coaster ride. The tracks are still all together. The spool wheels are still turning on the track. You're on a clink, 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 clink. Wait until you hit that down. And then you hit that bank. And then you hit that loop. And then you hit that other bank. Because right now, you've been going clink, 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 clink. And they got you in a wash machine. And they got you in a dryer. You got to wait till you get to the top to get out that wash. Make sure you don't get in that dryer. And get the air hit you and the sun bliss you. You feel what I'm saying? And be one with the ride. Don't push against it. Don't reach down to touch the wheels and lose your hand. Don't attempt to step out into the nethers. Okay? Say, no, nigga. You put me on the ride, I'm going to show you how I ride this one. Kick your spurs and dig them in deep. Make sure the rope is wrapped around when I used to Bronco, right? And when I used to go to Texas with my boy Big Al from Texas. Big Al was 6'5", every bit of 300 pounds in the Navy. He used to take me out there and we'd be breaking in the Bronx until he broke his wrist. And I said no more. After helping break in about 4 of them, my back ain't never been the same. I had scoliosis in the military with then. And we'd be up there, throwing them around in my neck. Just be on that ride. You hear me? It's natural. It's natural. They're scared. They're only scared because they're still living a lie. Some of them are ignorant. I ain't scared. I'm a bad mofo. Yeah, that's the problem. You're bad, all right. And you're a mofo. There ain't nothing right about you. For those who think they're all that. Ain't nothing but a can of worthless ass PFAS and empty no pee having container. They started poisoning out people around about the 40s. Some people think a little earlier. Well, I say believe because they're unsure. And when the canned goods, the sea rations, The first thing they did was the plastic linings to keep the metal from getting into it, thinking it was going to be silk. You would have been better off with the tin, which was on aluminum. It was tin, wouldn't have harmed you. And those chemicals, say for long preservative, and the byproduct of a false salt was ruining your thyroid, everything. The salt was stripped of iodine, so there was no benefit. They were adding petroleum-based and seed-based vitamins and minerals that had no good in your body because your body was like strychnine in your body, could not process it. So over a long period of time, instead of living 90 and 100, everybody started living 80, 70, 60, like they were living when they came here. And now people are just outright dropping dead because of this goddamn shot. I don't mind saying it's shot and everything else. And it's all the platforms are now saying it because there's people getting their butts kicked and nobody's seeing it. Now, most of the people in the media don't even ride the train no more in New York like they used to. Nah, they don't show you them getting jacked up. They don't want people fear, so they make sure they get travel. And they're making the figures they make too. They can have a limo and all that other goofy stuff. See, nobody's really seeing it for what it is. Because they need the game to continue to play. When they're done, and they're done with them, but those who ain't in a safe place, supposedly, you know, the people like to get kicked in the hoo-ahs and all the other stuff, and scat parties and all that crap. They'll stand there like Homeboy in that vampire movie when he was at about time when the two Italian vampires who were True Blood tore his butt apart. You see what I'm saying? He was waiting for that moment. You know, like they'll wait for it. They'll embrace it like thinking that they're gonna go to some fictional place. No, they'll see me in the next. Everybody thinks it's a game. How about when we wait and we find out when we get there? Do me that favor. You have no other choice. Everybody's revealing something. They got all the crazies walking around that were never crazy. They should have never been seen that way. They should have had all the healthy benefits of all the different herbs and spices to correct the fallacy. But what do these so-called doctors keep doing? Poisoning people because they're scripted to. Not everyone, obviously. They removed and they went. You know how many doctors became natural herbalists, growing their own stuff, greenhouses, and they're benefiting and helping people? How about that horse medication? Come to find out it really did help. And what did the fake government and all the media say? Victin, whatever it's called. I'm just saying that you can research it. This is not me making stuff up. Keep holding on to that fake little horse, that little 25, well, it was a 10 cent, but that nickel horse that y'all get on that goes geek, because you motherfuckers can't really lock in and rep yourself down. And y'all keep sticking your hand out and trying to step off 100 feet up. Well, what was that says? I was like, wait a minute. Whether streaming on IG too. Yeah. You know, it's right. I love you, sis. What's going on? I hope you're doing good. That's what matters. Appreciate you, beloved. Yes, Rondo, beloved. I appreciate that. Salute and peace and all the time. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. And I'm going to run to the post office. I'm going to come back. I'm not going back out. I got the windows wide open up in here. It's nice. I love it. I'm going to see if any books came in or anything like that. I think I ordered like about another 12 books today. So the donations are much appreciated. And most people tell you I donate. If they got a live and they got a super chat or something, I donate. I donate to all. I support all my brothers and sisters. If they got it. If they don't have it, I don't see a cash yet, but I can't do nothing. What am I supposed to do? Magically make something jump in that fake ass bank with this fake ass dollars? I can't do nothing. I got to deal with my body half broken, doing my best to heal it. I ain't got all the sisters to put hands on me and to learn how to chant and hum the right frequencies to heal. They don't want to do that. They don't know their importance, and I don't have the brothers. Hopefully when Rondo, he bring Ocelot and 7 grams, and I can teach them how to ground, and Rondo already has a head start. And I can show them how to bring in the tune to where they can feel and hear each other without this thing you call talking, which is nothing but frequencies. It's vibrations is all it is. Remember the 3 bones and the eardrum, right? You think a word comes out, hit your ear? You make it up here first, so it's already in the ether. People just can't hear it because you can't increase the vibration, which can fluctuate to touch another person because you can't even use it right. Hell, your frontal lobe, your excuse me, gas, y'all. It's a wonderful thing. Your cerebellum and everything is not functioning properly. You have to readapt. And then when you do, you'll deny it. Snu hit me up again, says, did you? Yes, I did. And I'm grateful that you heard me. And I know it can be like a little worrisome, you know, when I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh no. But in my head, making sure everything is all right. And it's loud. And I'm saying it's like headache loud in my head, but it's also in my heart and my gut. Like when the word, what we say was words, my whole body vibrates with the so-called names, like shaking it out. Like it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't explain it. Not on here, at least. When I was showing Rondo how to get the, and he's like, oh, I feel that in my chest. Yeah. But you're supposed to be comfortable. And that's where you have to practice, because the trees vibrate. When you put your forehead or your side of your temple to the tree and you close your eyes, you don't think about nothing around you, walking up on you or anything. You know its position, its branches, you know the leaves when they're there and the buds when they come. You're barefoot on the ground. You know you're stepping on one of the roots. You're not stepping on it. You're actually connecting to it. Your feet's in the dirt. Your dirt, how about the dirt's on your feet? The beautiful thing is it's a balance. You're not stepping in it. It's not on your feet. It's meant to be. And you start feeling stuff. And you hear. And for some reason, you become calm. And you don't even know why. Why? Because the frequency of the earth is reaching up through all the crap, the murk, and the mire. It's reconnecting with something deep in you. You call it spiritual or soul. I call it the source, and it always has been the source. It has no name. It does not require no name. Only those things that require a name are the things that are meant to be undone. It's called reverse engineering. Therefore, they make this placard and they put a name to it, like people naming things, mountains and this, that, has no focus, no direction. You must come out of that. It has no meaning. Just a thing. And what is a thing? Let me go run around, do what I gotta do, and get to the next read in. Women, you can be cursing every one of them right now, but you don't know how to get it in unison. You could be stopping a whole lot of stuff. But you wait to pain, death, heartache, when you're all supposed to be working together all the time to stop the nonsense of the world. You like Karens and Kens, that's what you call them, right? That's sad that you call Barbie dolls that, but that's what they are, plastic, inanimate. There's no life in them. So don't cooperate and cooperate. Don't be that. Y'all are the power, we're the strength. There's no 50-50. It's 100 and 100. Everything has a meaning. You got children about to have babies. Keep them away from them deaf doctors. Let that umbilical cord stay connected until it falls off. Have all the loved ones and people speak and be around. Breastfeed as long as you want to make them as strong as damn horses. I wish I had a few women here. I'd be paying them monthly to make sure I got titties to suck on. To get that cholesterol and everything. It would that's the real stem cell healing. Let's not pervert. That's the truth.